G'day, welcome back to the channel. Today's episode we're going to be doing, well, relocating and putting a new set of LED indicators on. I want to change these ones because these ones originally were mounted up underneath the handlebars up here. Ooh, yeah, get it right, stupid. Up here. So I've changed my mind, I don't want to have them up there anymore. So I'm going to mount them down here on the fork leg. But these are the only ones I could get in 47mm forks, I think. There's these black ones. So what I want to do there, I'll sandblast them and then I'll polish them. And I want to change these back indicators too. These little ones here. And of course you've got to run resistors and that in them to make them work properly. So stick around, I'll show you how I do it. There's probably better ways to do it, but this is how I do it. Yeah, that was originally mounted up there. So yeah, I'm going to piss them off. And I'm going to put these suckers on. These ones. Didn't like the original Thunderbird ones, I reckon they stick out too far. So I'll be mounting them up here somewhere. Yeah, I've already put resistors on front and rear to make the flash rate, get it to slow down, because you know they hyper flash when you don't do it. Yeah, so I've already done that. So stick around, I'll show you how I do it. As I said, there's probably better ways of doing it, but this is how I do it. So yeah, and this is for my Triumph Thunderbird. I've just put a new set of bars on it. Yeah, that's fodder for another video sometime. But anyway, let's crack on. Righto, these are the brackets I'll be using. As you can see, I think it's Cerakote that they put on them. So I'll whack them in the sandblasting cabinet now and get rid of all the black. Also, I need to file a little groove in here to run the wires through, because as you can see the wires come out the back here. This piece of all thread here, that screws in. I'll Loctite that in, but you've got to unscrew that to shorten the length of it, otherwise it won't fit. So you've got to chop about 10mm off the end, but you can actually unscrew these from the body, and then I'll screw it back in with a bit of Loctite, and yeah, we'll go from there. Yeah, so I've just got to file a little groove in here so these wires will fit through. As you can see, I've put a little notch in there to run my wires through. So it's off to the sandblaster now. There you have it, sandblasted. Quick sandblast, now they're ready to polish. I'll polish them up on the coarse mop first, and then I'll use the softer mop, which is already in there, but I've just got to change it over for the harder one first. And yeah, we'll crack on. Righto, swapped it over to the softer buff. Righto, I've cut down the threads, cut them down to 30mm. So now Loctite them into the actual blinker, so I'll do that off camera. Righto, if you're getting indicators like this, the white wire is the running light, red wire is the indicator light, and of course the black is ground. So I'm just going to nip that off and put a bit of heat shrink on the end of it, and yeah, and continue on. I'll get back to you. Just put a heat shrink on the end of the white ones there, and then I'll pull it up through the sheath there. I decided to ditch this plastic cover here for my own heat shrink, because heat shrinks are just a little bit thinner than the other, and it's just going to look neater on the bike. So I'll go ahead and do that. Now I've got these resistors from AMX down here in Geelong. I've wired them into the same circuit as the indicators, of course. So yeah, I guess the next thing now is to permanently wire them in. Hello, that's the front ones fully installed. All work real good. I'll just turn it on and show you. Nice and bright. Okay, as I said, I want to replace these rear ones with the same as what's on the front. So the easiest way to do that is to take the rear fender off, which will only take me a few minutes to do, which is just these 3 bolts here. Of course, I've got to take the seat off. And then there's a plug behind here. Disconnect that plug and the whole lot comes off in one. So I'll do that now. I just took the side cover off so I can show you the plug that you've got to disconnect. It's that one there. Just disconnect that one, and it's the loom that goes to the back, and then the whole fender will come off as well. Righto, we've got the fender off now. Now just got to take off this plastic cover here. That'll expose all the wiring. As you know, I've already put the resistors in for the rear end, so it's just a matter of getting the soldering iron out again and swapping them over. So I'll get back to you. Alright, I just had to drill these holes out here, make them a bit bigger to fit the threaded tubing. Righto, we're all wired up. I had to enlarge the holes here. Don't know if I said that before or not. Right, I had to drill these out, and I don't know if I said that before or not, but yeah, everything's all wired up. I just got to put this, where did it go? This cover back on, that sucker there, and I've got to put the fender back on. Okay, cover's back on. Time to whack it back on the bike. Here's a tip for you. Always put copper coat on these stainless bolts before you whack them back in here. It stops them from galling up. And that's just going to ruin your day if that happens. Well, that's it. All installed. All working. I think I like that look better than the little ones. Just quickly go around. There you go. Hopefully you get something out of this. If you do, give us a thumbs up, and I'll catch you on the next one. Hooroo.